Hello everybody and welcome back to Theme Park Coastin, and a surprisingly very hot day in Billund, as today we're over here at Legoland Billund for our day 2 vlog of our 2-day trip over here towards the park. And with me today we've still got HUGO, JAYDEN, Adam, my mum and my dad, and we're going to be heading into the park, completing lots of rides, as well as the rides we didn't do yesterday, because yesterday we had an awesome day doing all the rides. We haven't finished all the little ones as well around the park, so we're going to be doing that, as well as giving our review across the entire park, as well as inside beloved attractions, including Polar Explorer once again. But are you excited for day 2 over here at the park? It's a very hot day. Well, surprisingly, we didn't even plan for this, but it's like boiling over here today. It's like shorts weather, but yeah, are you guys excited?
This is a definite t-shirt and short weather, and we're all here in long trousers. I mean, yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to the day. I reckon we sat down yesterday and we figured out what we haven't done yet, and there's still quite a lot we have to do. So yeah, it's just picking up the rides we haven't done. Yeah,
so let's say we did all main attacks, get this done, so then if it is close today, you're not at the end of the world because you've already done them. But there's so many little things. We haven't even really looked at Miniland yet as well. All around about x-plorer in Ninjago. The plane's going down there, that's how close the airport is. And so much more. So Adam, back here, your favourite park, apart from Disney of course, in the whole of Europe. Yeah. So are you guys excited? Are you excited?
It's, I mean, well, I don't know why I can't. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's amazing to be back, honestly. Like, it's such a great park. I mean, as you just said, it's my favourite theme park in Europe, of course. Apart from the Disneyland parks down, I mean, obviously Disneyland Park, also the Walt Disney Park down in France. I mean, it's such a great park, and like their attractions here are unbelievable. Like, you've got 4 great coasters, you've got some dark rides, and of course, yesterday we didn't get to complete everything. And that's the thing about this park. You sort of need 2 days here to really take in the atmosphere and really explore it. Because in the mornings, for the first 2 hours, it's actually pretty quiet. And of course, first we're heading to Flying Eagle, which was a great decision last time.
I think it's time for a Tom tip number 1, and that is, if you're going to Legoland Billund, get it for the start of the day, but head to Flying Eagle, because that ride can pick up the busiest queues of the day. It's not the biggest ride, but due to its input and then one car, it can take a very long time to queue up for. So if you get there early, get in the queue. It's right at the back of the park as well, so we don't normally head there.
And if you have one day,
and you get a walk on pretty much.
Usually with parks, you have to head right to the back first, and because obviously everyone just spreads out the front. However, here's a bit different, because people actually don't even make their way back, like even this close to the entrance. Like, people really just focus on Miniland at the start. Yeah. So if you start here and then work your way back from here, about the middle of the park, you can actually get every single attraction done in the back half within about 2 hours maybe. So if you do it one day, it's probably best to do that.
Yeah, and trust me when I say, the start of the day and the end of the day are the most crucial times over here at Legoland, especially in this park. The start of the day, because the end of the day actually goes an hour later, but the first 2 hours you get more done rides than you would do in the entire rest of the day.
Yeah, this park gets like really crowded on the pathways as well.
Yeah, so look at this now, though. Completely empty, heading into the land, and for our first attraction, Flying Eagle, where we're going to soar like the bird.
Has it got the land here on it?
Flying Eagle has just been taken off, with us on it in fact, and that was a fantastic ride. In fact, it is one of my favourite rides at the park. I think probably second, but it is actually, for me, honestly, and I'm going to hate you for it, it's actually close to Polar Explorer, because the theming, the atmosphere, the thing about Polar Explorer that ruins it for me is the indoor section where there's nothing at all, but the theming around it is fantastic, the station building is awesome, and the cars, I think it's already been around for its 2 laps, is amazing as well. And overall, such a good package coaster. We've never actually waited in a queue longer than 5 minutes for it, so it made me realise if we waited a longer time for it, but that is definitely second, if not possibly first, in the park for me.
Yeah, I'd be willing to put it second, but I don't know, Polar Explorer.
That was great, it's just that the whole thing is themed.
The theming is amazing.
The Polar Explorer, the problem with that is the inside bit. Yeah. Because that just drops the grade in it, but I think this could be my favourite in the park.
It's hard. I mean, the thing is that I love Dragon because Dragon's is a classic, and towards Polar Explorer, in my opinion, it's a better ride than this. to be honest, the process is the worst coaster here, but honestly, I don't know why I'm saying that, because it is such a fantastic roller coaster.
Is this worse than the Titanic one?
But yeah, I mean, I just had a...
Oh, we're not at all, no.
I don't know why, but it's such a good ride though. Like, it's so smooth, like everything. The airtime's... I mean, the airtime's half decent, and as well, like now me and Tom have done the front and back on this, because obviously in April we did the front row, and now, and well, I mean, me and Kyo just did the back row. And you know, I'd say the back is, you definitely get a lot more drag. However, the front, I mean, the views are a lot better. I'd probably say front.
That's the thing, isn't it, guys? Everyone's different opinions. Like, it's one of my favourite, it's one of his least favourite rides here. So it's like, when you look at it like that, it's just crazy how different everyone could be. But one thing that we can all agree on is that this is an amazing log flume. Actually, we're heading right now again. Compared to yesterday, we've done the amount of rides now, was the other one done, and we've done like the first few hours yesterday. So, get here in the morning, guys. I know it's tough to wake up early. I've had tough to wake up early this morning after a long day yesterday, but getting here early makes it worth it. Even if you leave half of the day, live on the hotels, get here early, even if you're asleep halfway through the days. Making a trip down here early makes the absolute world difference towards this place. I mean, it is a fantastic place, and it's really awesome to see. It's all quiet, queues are short, but middle of the day, you wait for very later in the vlog, it's going to be packed. Here we are, jamming along to the tunes in the Lego Frontier Town. It's too hot to dance, but it is boiling today. But what a ride we just had, and what we cool down as well, but not on the Lego canoes. That ride still is impressing me. I mean, I said earlier, this is the first land that Legoland ever built, and unfortunately, it is the best land I've ever built, which is nice in some sense, but also it's like, how can you go downhill so much in this land? And I have got a soft touch as well for Frontierland, and I think, even, well, I say that, but even the news, like, that's part of this land, as well as the Flying Eagle and everyone recent. So I think it's just a Frontier I've got a touch. Soft touch for
I think Frontierland really rubbed off on our sort of likingness for theming.
Yeah, especially like in Lego, and everything. I love the whole Frontier outward sort of theming sort of stuff. So that was a big part, but it is an incredible land, and that ride is incredible as well as Flying Eagle, which is done. Yeah,
that's it. I mean, like, you know, Lego Canoe. Like, it's not actually my favourite log flume in the world. You know, I do definitely appreciate the effort they've put in towards all the theming, and of course stuff like that. You know, it's fun. It's definitely one of the older attractions at the park. I mean, back in 2018, I think they refurbished it along with, of course, building Flying Eagle. So yeah, their 50th anniversary looked pretty cool down here. And yeah, I mean, they definitely made some great changes, of course, to Western Town. So.
Yeah, exactly. And also going past some more dogs again. I say it every time, but I love it. You're allowed dogs in the park, which is one of the best things that any park's ever done. We're getting towards our next track, which is this one here. And even though it's not a lot, JAYDEN wants to do it because it's the classic art Legoland Windsor Park, but it is a very operating ride, and in the middle of the day, probably can be some very, very long queues. And
so essentially, like, we used to have one of these down at, of course, at Legoland Windsor, of course, like near Miniland. But unfortunately, it did shut, I think, in 2018, maybe 2019.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, that was its final year.
I have missed it. I get why you guys want to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an amazing ride. But are you excited, Jane?
Yes, very, very excited.
Very excited to get on this classic here. We're only one tower as well, but we're working on this one and then put ourselves up and down. Or I forgot what the name's called. Some sort of ride anyway. Oh, we just had a little drop on that tower back there, and it brings back childhood memories. I with Hugo, Adam and Jane went together and we raced up, raced down, enjoyed the whole ride. And do not worry, guys, do not lift up your body weight. Thank God for that one. But what you do is like a bit of automation, that's why you lift yourselves up. So it's like interactive, but not a tiring workout unless you're out for a long time. And just want to point out, like, you can sit there and enjoy the views as well, it's nice.
It's nice. I mean, I know I preferred the look anyway of the old Legoland Windsor one.
Yeah, I mean,
with the dinosaur and then the views we had. But this is really good anyway.
Yeah, this is a good one. And you put that, we're just going one more to the next, last thing about the morning, you just keep going around, get as many as you can. And next up we've got this thing here, which is the little boat ride, it's quite cool. As well as having a little bit of water cannons, which means, as you can probably guess, we are going to get wet. And that is exactly what we're heading on to it right now. Get on some cruise later on because it's a hot day. So let's go now. We're probably going to step with boats and stuff to get each other wet onto the battle galleons or whatever it's called. I keep forgetting the name, I need to know these guys. Thank God we didn't have another day here, because otherwise I only need the spare pair of clothes. Because that ride there is soaking, and for the second time I wanted you as the go getting wet. I was sitting back for again. I hadn't got the biggest wave.
I even said you and Adam were going to get drenched.
I know,
I was right.
You know it, here you go. Next time though, we're going to do it again and again and again until you get back, or JAYDEN. Because you guys are going to have one. I'm not going home today until you guys get wet once. So we will go around every single time until you get wet. But 6th ride done today, wow.
Literally, it's 47 past 10. So we've done...
Not an hour.
Yes, we've done 5 rides, I think, in an hour. Well, no, sorry, in 47 minutes. So this will be our 6th in 50
Oh, it's our
minutes.
6th one here, okay, yeah.
So,
That's crazy. It's absolutely bonkers how...
But you know what though? I mean, biking slash is definitely much better than it used to be.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for me, a rapid or a water ride, you have to get wet to enjoy it for me, because that's the whole point of a water ride. There's no point, for me, there's no point going on it if you don't get wet. So that's the whole point of it, and you know, we did get wet, and that was perfect. Like, that's a great rapids now, and I know it's very different from what I said yesterday, but it is great rapids, and it's really good.
It is, no, I think you're right. You have to go, even if it's a cold country like this, you can't have a water ride without getting wet, and that's, well, I mean, water rides without getting wet, it's just boring to be honest, because even if it is a cold country, you need to get wet on it.
So it's no fun, it's like, I've seen like parts like Norway, I mean, I haven't been there, but I've seen it on YouTube, like literally parts of Norway, and like they have water rides out there, which like, it's so good, but that's not fun of it. So,
yeah, exactly. They're nice water rides, get you wet, and that was just amazing. I love the drop, I love the lift, everything about that is amazing. Next up, we're continuing our day though, over towards the castle and the dragon roller coaster, which we're literally boarding the car right away. So, with no further ado, I think it's time to take on the dragon. Look how fast we're getting through the day.
Coastin, it's such a classic.
It is something I do, and we're just getting through the country so fast. I mean, literally ride after ride after ride after ride after ride. But here we now go to take on the dragon. The dragon has just been completed, and out of all the dragons that I've been in, which is actually only 2 when I think about it, that has got my favourite one.
All the big list of dragons you've been on.
The big list of dragons I've been on, that has got my favourite one out of the 2. I feel like when going on it, you've got so many fun parts, so many great elements, and all round, it's just such a fun ride. The theming's a lot better than the other one, and either the layout's nice, great, it's not a lot worse.
To be honest, yeah, the layout, I mean, if that layout was longer, it'd be miles better, but the layouts are much different, and I think that was nice because you got nicer landscape as well.
Yeah, but that's the whole part of the whole theme of the ride, all themed around the whole thing, whereas the one in winter, you can have a theming at the start and you kind of leave and there's no theming at all. It's a bit disappointing, but overall, yeah, they're both great, but that one just beats it just by a little midget, but it's really up to your own personal preference. Dragon at Windsor, Dragon at Denmark?
Denmark.
Yeah, Denmark, I think so.
Faster and more fun.
Faster, more fun, yeah, and better food, exactly, amazing. That is a great ride. 6th road, done though now, within an hour. I think we might make it 7 if we go on quickly. It's got a reasonable queue line, but not long by any means.
Sorry?
Reasonable queue, not long though, by any means.
It's not too bad for this ride. I mean, it's a good coaster as well. I mean, I definitely do think about Wild Mouse actually like a decent ride, you know.
Yeah.
Wild Mouse is not my favourite, but you know, it's quite smooth and yeah, it's overall, it's pretty fun.
But whilst we're over here in the queue line, if you want to see even more content just like this from theme parks all around the world, this is a like, subscribe and comment down below, as it means the absolute world to us, because we post every single day of new content, new uploads and stuff I hope you guys all enjoy. So yeah, any feedback, any comments, just chuck it all down in the comments section below, and we can reply to it in 48 hours hopefully. There you go. That is it for my little blurb on about the whole subscribing thing, but let's now go to the next ride, which is Extreme Coaster, because it is pretty extreme. Extreme Racer, that's the one. We've just rode Extreme Racers, and it's getting more sunny now again, but wow, what a collection of rides that this park got. I know this, sorry Jane, I hit this foot, what kind of ride this park has. When we went over towards Legoland Windsor last, it is so different from here. It was only such an older audience here, like, remember upside down like ride there, you also got this one here, we're going on the next one, go upside down, plus it's some really awesome coasters as well. It definitely is a park. This one does not now. Well, we're going to test it, we're going to test that on it now. Alright, my upside down.
Which one?
This one.
Yeah, you can flip upside down.
Oh, I'll flip it out, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you can flip upside down.
Yeah, it's one of these ones you control. Yeah, well, we were in control.
I think it's up an angle like 85 degrees.
Yes, it's very cool. But Extreme Races, how did you find it? Definitely a good one.
It's a good ride, yeah, you know, I mean, like, this time I felt quite funny. It was, like, last time on the back row, I felt like we went into the drops, it shook a little bit. This time I actually felt to go up into the atmosphere, like I did with the one over at Back and Wild and Mountain, I think. And, you know, they're really good rides, and especially, like, the turns as well. Yeah, they're definitely much smoother than, of course, the Mara version. I mean, even the Girl Scout version, they're smoother than that, to be honest. You know, overall it's a fun ride, and yeah, it's definitely one of my favourites over here at the park.
It definitely is. And here we enter. First time me and Adam even heading in with a queue line is really cool, but it is a cattle pen. But it is actually really cool. I'll tell you a fun fact actually about cattle pens. Cattle pens were originally actually designed by Disney when they opened up Disneyland. Now hear me out, hear me out. And the first cattle pen was actually in the Space Mountain queue line. And the reason I make cattle pens, because back then people used to love cattle pens. Now of course we hate them now, but people used to like the interaction when talking in between. So when Disney first opened their rides, the reason why Disney queue lines were usually cattle pens, because everyone used to like talk to each other when they go in, they used to like that. But now as the size has got a lot less social, it means that now it's like really well themed with like less cattle penny queue lines. So that's a little fun fact before we get on the ride. But there you go. That's a fun fact. And here is the Battle of Brisbane. And for that, let's have a swing upside down. We're going to do it, Adam. We're going to do it.
When photos of all items and items on you, all pockets must be emptied. Please put all items in the covers before boarding.
Wow, it's the only word I could use when describing that vibe up there. That was mental. I'm all the way up because that has got to be one of, if not the most intense ride. Like, ice fighters in there, it's pretty crazy. But that, geez, who can go down at all? I've done like 70 or 80 times.
Well, no. It's not like I didn't try to knock it upside down. I couldn't make it go upside. I didn't know what to do.
I don't know. We all went upside loads. I mean, that was just non-stop flipping.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely much better than the back one. On the back one, I got no flips at all. On that though, I mean, honestly, that was so much better than the back one.
Yeah, I mean, it was good for like, like an enterprise ride and most fun rides. So you kind of got upside down anyway. If you just lashed it alone, you probably got upside down 21.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean,
but by doing it, you go upside down non-stop. You go work for wind. As soon as you work with the wind, you then just go around non-stop, and it is absolutely awesome. It's not awesome. That was just say super duper because I had Lego.
No, it's super duper.
Super.
Actually, that's that one.
Yeah, that's that one. We're not going to that one, no. But yeah, that was amazing. The whole second movie down is really, really awesome. And the last ride we have to complete is the Unikitty's Disco Drop, which is the exact same as the Flying Ice Free Birds ride at Freeform. I'm getting tired, guys. I'm getting tired over at Legoland Windsor. But I know what, I've had a long weekend. We've had a long weekend. But it is an amazing ride, and I feel we should make a ride in it as we're just knocking out these rides. I haven't got time to talk to you guys. Literally, we're in the next line, we're already heading on. Let's go. Unikitty's Disco Drop time. Lego Movie World has now been completed, and in fact, we have done an awful lot of attractions in the last hour. You know, I said earlier, the first hour is the most important. That is the reason why. We've done so much, so many rides, and now the queues are starting to go around the park, still not packed yet. So we're just going to get as many ones as we done still can. But you know, the next few hours, where we just absolutely round on every single ride, I have like half an hour queues and stuff. So if you're going to go into the park, get here early. I cannot stress that enough. Get here as early as you can if you want to maximise your day. But we've almost done off Coastin. We just said we just walked over towards Polo Explorer, and unfortunately it is closed, so it might open up soon. But as soon as we get that one done, we've done all the coasters at the park. We've done most of the flat rides, to be honest, and we're making our way through them, aren't we now? Like, we've done really, really well.
Yeah, we have.
We have done very well, Jen, haven't we? Man of many words.
Well, Ian's done.
He's done.
Words original.
We haven't got time many words, because we're already in the next. Like I said, I will have a minute in a bit. When we get to the middle of the day, we'll talk a little bit more, but we're just getting from ride to ride to ride. And I think we can film into one, possibly. So we'll take you on the board as we join the fire brigade on the mission to save the city. Well, that was rather embarrassing. Basically, it's not the same ride as the one back at home. Yes, the whole moving's the same. But something a little bit different, and that is when you put out the fire, something comes up, like a little screen saying you've done it and well done. But we didn't know that, because on Windsor, it has nothing that comes up. It's just like they're giving a bell, you go back. Yeah. So we were playing the game, we were getting down, we were squaring off the fire. And then the people next who next started going back, and then obviously we were like, oh, we're going back, we must go back now, because we didn't hear anything. Yeah. So we started going back, got to the beginning, and the guy went, fire truck 4 has made it back, and fire truck 3 has made it back without putting out the fire. Oh. So, and you look around, everyone's pinging it up off my whole one.
Yeah,
so we may have killed people.
That's basically when English people come to a foreign country.
Yeah, exactly. So all going to be just standing here for like 5 minutes and we're firing up back, which didn't know what to do. But yeah, it was good fun. It was a good fun game.
Great guy on there as well.
Yeah, it was very, very interactive, very much fun. You could hear him just going so enthusiastic, so fun. I love that little demo truck as well there. So yeah, very good ride. I love that feature when now you're done. So next time we go on it, we know what to do now. But that was really, really good fun. Definitely a ride I do enjoy doing.
I'd say it's better than the Windsor one, to be fair.
It's got more lanes, and the extra thing where you say when you're done, it makes it much more competitive because like you get put out and then you come back again. That's really cool.
That's it. I mean, like, in Windsor, like you don't usually put that much effort into guys in the windows because nothing happens anyway.
And I like timing it so long I take. Now we can really do that because there's no like bell goes. Just so you're done, you're back.
I'd definitely do it again. It's good traction, but of course, if you have 1 day here, probably would skip it if you had 1 day. But
yeah, I have 2 days. Yeah, that's fine too. And also. I think while we're here, I do want to do that squid surface right down there because we haven't done that one yet. We've only really been around that sort of area yet. So we've got a temple to do. That's still not open up yet, even though we're going into the station first. I mean, it won't worth standing down for a little bit right now. But that was really, really good fun, and I definitely should do it in the future. So right now, we're going to stand here.
So on Pulling Spot, apparently, like the engineer just came out and just gave a thumbs up.
They did, but then we wanted to.
That was before you got.
Yeah. So
I think we should carry on.
I think it's more time waiting. Sometimes it's worth waiting because obviously what we've got now, we've got a straight on walk and queue. But at the same time, it doesn't open up now, and we keep waiting here for like 20 to 30 minutes, which we'll be the same equivalent of time, we didn't. But the time is now, we're going to go temple, we're going to go on the squid surface ride.
I'll go the squid surface ride.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
I need to find the names now, and I promise you guys, when we do this next time, I will learn the names. But I don't do that. I just say, I was squid surface because that's one like Legoland used to have stuff at Windsor. So I'll learn the names in the future for you guys. I'll try giving you as forms as I can. But this is a new park for us, and it's quite confusing because lots of rides do look similar.
They're very similar to our ones, so we don't really know sometimes.
Yeah, here I go. Walking around here right now to this other ride. We haven't even showed yet any of our 2 vlogs this day. Jungle Races are called?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Jungle Races.
Jungle Races, there you go.
Second ride
anyway,
in Adventureland, I think.
Second ride in Adventureland, and one that we haven't shown you around yet because it's a really nice looking area. It's probably got a bit of a queue, but it's got a cool queue line. It's a very cool looking ride, and you can get very wet in it. So let's go onto the Jungle Races. Or maybe not, because we've got to the queue line, there's only 1 station running, it looked quite long, but most importantly, we saw post-ride testing.
And we thought, you know, we'd run most of our time. Because I mean, we got hydrogen challenge time anyway, first thing, so.
Yeah, so it's like, we might do it one more today, but again, it's one of the rides, because it's not that unique towards the park.
We do have that as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying, might be worth doing. I'd rather, even stuff like that one there, it has some sort of different design towards it, even the same sort of concept, the laser games, it's got some sort of different design to it, while that, literally, the exact same type of ride it is back at home. But let's hope now that Explorer has opened it. It was going on the track a second ago. We're waiting probably for a good 20 minutes, and if not, I'll look at the penguins down there because they're quite cool as well.
Yeah, have a look at penguins.
See, this is what I mean though, like by middle of the day time, because we're not bad. We're happy racing queue lines, of course, we're happy with that.
Yeah, obviously.
But
sometimes it can get a lot.
Yeah, even for us. Like I said, they're like Disney World, it's so unique rides. Right here, you get sometimes it's similar. Just like we wouldn't wait like an hour at Legoland Windsor for a ride because we go so often. While here, you know, it's still like a 2-hour plane journey away. Sometimes it's like so similar to one at Windsor, it's just not worth queuing up for. So when we have to go back and forth, and I know it's probably our fault we're going back and forth all the time, and we probably just stick in a queue for a ride. But this is where the middle of the day gets a bit technical now, but like, is it worth waiting here because in the middle it's going to get really busy here, or what to do? It gets all that sort of confusing ride nature of the sort of day. However, it does mean as well, middle of the day, you can explore the rest of it, like Mini Land and around here, which we'll do in the middle of the day. You've also got Penguin Bay, which is the only animal here. Oh wait, no, by mistake, sea life, which we're not going to be doing because it's like any other sea life. But near this ride, which is amazing. And even if it's middle of the day and packed, this ride is definitely deserving of a ride in your day because it is definitely not belongs at Legoland Park. So children's free ride, this is a mega intense ride, but definitely one that should be done on every single visit to the park, without a doubt. And our plan has worked. We've got straight in, front row. Let's go for Polar Explorer. Look at this, it's literally walk on. First ride is off the day. So that's pretty cool. On Polar Explorer. How cool is this?
Actually,
oh my god, Polar Explorer is an amazing ride. Got on there straight away. Hugo and Jane got front, me and Nan got back. We sat on opposite ends of the car. And going around there, the airtime is unbelievable. It's one of the best airline rides I've had on any ride at all. And I think it's definitely #1 coaster at the park. The #1 ride, yeah.
it's just so forceful and intense.
It really
For
is.
Legoland Park as well.
I'll personally, I think I'd actually prefer if it didn't have the drop on it. I think inside of it, it's just so bad. I mean, it just ruins the ride from the inside of it. It's such good theming. I didn't get inside, it ruins it. But apart from that, it's just all amazing. You know, at the end, you've got a little thing at the end. I won't spoil that for you. But that is also very, very amazing to experience. Then followed by that, we then went and had some lunch. We decided to go a little bit earlier than yesterday because we had a long yesterday and not go to Burger Kitchen because Burger Kitchen was packed and very slow, whereas here, bagels and chicken tenders were really good apparently. and I got a hot dog. Got 2 hot dogs with an annual pass, what, £2.50 each, and they were great hot dogs, quite big actually as well, same as the one in the UK. And we had that, ate that was amazing. So if you are coming here, make sure to look out for the annual pass. Like coffee is like £1.50 for a large one of annual pass, but it's like I said, like sneaky little things around the park. Not everything like there have an annual pass discount, but some places have special annual pass food, but I think you get like a generic 20% off everything else.
Also depends what annual pass you've got as well.
Yeah.
So if you've got the Fun Pass or the Awesome Pass, you get these special ones, but if you've got the Ultimate, I think it is, you get discount lots of places, so.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's obviously a lot more to buy.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things to buy here, there's a lot of great options of food, and the food is so good, even if it's more expensive, which I don't think it is, to be honest with you. The quality of food in this country is amazing. And so if you come in here, have one day, maybe have one day of a picnic, go to the supermarket like we did this morning, grab some food and head off to the park. And then the other day, we then go and get some food, because it's worth trying something when you're out here, because it has some really good options. And these refilled drinks, we have refilled up again, because you get unlimited refills for the whole day for a little bit of money. But there you go, that is our food. And right now, because it is another day, we are going to do our idea of doing the more busy stuff at the start of the end and more quiet stuff in the middle. So we're going to explore around Miniland, look inside the shop, while Adam films some clips around the park. So let's go, let's finish our lunch, Jaden's got some chips to finish, and head into Legoland Billund Miniland. Miniland is cool, but nothing is as cool as the Lego Airport. In fact, an exact replica of Billund Airport, which you can see the top of the building right down there, Greyville. I know it's on this building, but another building in Billund Airport. But this is so awesome. It's got all these little interactive features, which I don't know what this one does, but you can even planes take off, you've got all the little runway bits, it's pretty cool. It really is an awesome area. And then you've got all the little cars as well. For like Jayden, who's a bit nerdy about planes.
I'm not nerdy.
I'm not nerdy, I just like the aviation.
Yeah. Just love the lift off.
The lift off, lift off. Yeah, but it is really cool. Just standing here, looking at this airport, it's one of the best views at Miniland, I've got to say. Like, as much as I love all the buildings, and obviously here you can see the biggest building down in Denmark, which you have been to recently. I remember standing here doing one of our vlogs for you guys in the travel vlog. So we have been down here, but this is just generic Miniland all of this. I've always just done clips around it, but that is what makes Miniland over here so great.
How impressive would it be if it did?
It is time for Tom tip number 2, and that tip is to go in the shop at any time apart from the end of the day, because trust me when I say, besides I'm one of the coolest trades in the world, but to also the shop gets busy. So go in the middle of the day, ideally pick up your stuff, the car park is just around the corner, so you can drop it off there and then come back in, or if you really have to, come back later and collect it. But it means that you basically have a whole shop, which as you might tell is quite big, to yourself, to look around and see what you want, and then without any people crowding around and everything. It makes it not nice experience now at the end of the day. We all use all parks, we always recommend it, but it is honestly one of the best tips that we have. Lego Mythica says, well, that's funny, it's here. But honestly, one of the best tips, go now, look around, we're sharing things around here, but just before that, I do want to mention one thing, and that is that I made a mistake on Miniland, because most Minilands, like one at Windsor, there's already a lot going on. Well, over here, there's so many different things. Like, we just stand there for like 20 minutes just looking at all the, not just the airport, but every little part of Miniland, all the little skyscrapers and boats going in and out, and it really is just a really fun place just to chill out for a little bit, Miniland. And I think it's just such a nice area, especially at the front of the park. I like that as well, how when you come in, you're instantly met by it to then enjoy yourself. But just, again, similar to the shop, it's open for an hour later on today, but do not go to Miniland at the end of the day, because if you go at the end of the day, that's when no rides are open and everyone lurks around Miniland. So don't do that, go in the middle of the day when it's busy like now, because that's the best time to do it, and then jump in that queue for the last ride just before the rides close at, I think it's 6 o'clock today, is it? Yeah. 6 o'clock today, so yeah, jump in the queue then and do that. But here you go, here's a quick size of the shop, and probably one of the most expensive Lego items I think I've ever seen. I mean, I don't get why it's expensive, we saw it last time, like, that's 109 quid for a Lego figure, and the drawers, which I can't see at the moment. Where are the drawers? Oh, here. Over here. £150 for 2 drawers. I know it's not a mega big man, I make it an exaggeration. but £100 for some drawers, like £80 for some frames. I mean, that is expensive. If it was like half the price, if the frames were like 40 quid, I'd buy it, but it's not cheap for what you get. But at the same time, when we were in the airport last time, my dad bought this figure without the same wood, and that was expensive, but the quality of wood is very, very nice. But again, you'd hope it'd be nice for 90 quid. Wow, you can tell from here that this is a big shop. Shopping tick, and we have bought some pretty cool merch. Starting with Jayden, have you got it on yours in your bag?
My bag.
Well, let's get out. Jayden got a little thing. Did you get it for your parents or did you get it for yourself? Or both? Found it. Oh, there you go.
So they both asked me to get a magnet and I want.
Got a Legoland Billund magnet, and then Adam over here has also got something cool. And if you go in your bag up.
Oh, okay, sorry.
From the shop.
Should we do one?
And then something cool as well.
Yeah, so firstly we've got that bag, which is
really
nice.
cool. The bag itself is awesome.
Yeah, I mean that was only £2, so we didn't think it was too bad for a Christmas. Also, that's one of the only bits of merchandise with actually Legoland Billund on it. And of course as well, we've got
a giant on the Dragon Daddy.
It was about £50, but
yeah, it's expensive, but it's cool. It's nice. Like I saw it in there, and I was like, Adam, you're gonna want to get this, and it is really, really cool. And before he gets run over by the train that's coming down right now, I just want to say, but that shop up there, it's good, but it's not amazing. It's got a few awesome stuff in there. There's a train of us. It's got a few awesome stuff in there, but nothing really Legoland Billund. That's what I'd pay for. It's like in the airport, in fact, the Billund airport, they got a limited edition they got a limited edition Lego airport set of the airport in Billund, which is quite cool. And it's the same with the Lego house around the corner. You can buy an architecture set of the Lego house. So I feel like we should just start that here. Not a lot, sometimes people don't want to buy all the park sets, but I'd like to have a cool park sort of set that isn't the one you get everywhere else. Like a little Legoland Billund cap or bag, something like that, which you can buy. That's something I would be interested in what I'd buy if I went over somewhere like here. So that's a bit annoying, but overall, lots of Lego, as well. That's a pretty cool merch.
What's important to point out is it's actually a little bit more expensive. So if you're traveling from the UK, it's actually a little bit more expensive than it is out in Legoland Windsor. So I don't think something to point out.
Yeah, you go there, so who's on Hugo saw salt and pepper pot, and the salt and pepper pot was more expensive here than it is in the UK. So we decided just to come back and get it back at home as well. Plus, you wouldn't have to carry it on the plane with you, which is, again, you haven't got a lot of room when we're taking bags on the plane.
Especially when you bring a bag like this.
Yes, exactly, so do like that. However, next up, we're going to head on the observation tower. I don't think we're going to get on this one, but I think next ride, we're going to jump on and go into the sky and get some pretty good views across not only the park of Legoland, but also the Lego house, the entirety of Billund, as well as the airport back there, because as you can probably guess, Denmark is quite a flat country, meaning that when you go on an observation tower like this, which is pretty high up in the air, you can get some very awesome views across the whole place. So that is very, very exciting, and if you can get a plane as well, come down, that makes it even cooler. But here we now go, up, up and away on the Legoland Billund observation tower. Hope you enjoy the clips, because we can film on this ride.
But that will fit the rocks like a
Adam, chance.
You have to take a ride on that observation tower. So much fun. It doesn't look like a lot for first sight. It looks like one of these rides like the train ride or the monorail. When you go up there and see the whole of the airport, the park, the town of Billund, obviously local scenery,
nice. I mean,
it really is nice.
And what the best thing is, like when you've got an even better country as well, like it's such a nice country, Denmark obviously.
So good at Lego.
It's lovely.
Some kids just like.
Yeah. That's very good. But yeah.
Also, so far is well, I'm not sure you said, but right now we're now in noise.
Yes, we're on the queue line, but observation tower.
It's great, right?
Great ride. And the air conditioning helps as well a lot.
Yeah, it does actually.
Jay was so much a plane almost took up when we were up there. There's quite a lot of planes heading actually this weekend. Remember the first time, the whole of the day, well, we got there like 5ish in the afternoon, so the rest of that day, there were only 2 flights, and one of them was ours. So whereas now, there's like constant planes taking off, and when I'm filming sometimes, when I start filming in the video, occasionally you just get a like plane taking off, and I get it's really loud for me as well. So I need to be careful when doing that. But yeah, we were almost at a point of getting the plane taken off. We just didn't do that fully, so that's a bit of a shame. Because the thing was everywhere we've been, the town, the hotel, the thing, it's a lovely reflection back on the day. And so if you are visiting, take a ride on that because it is a smaller ride, normally walk on queue, but definitely one that should be done. However, right now, we've got a bit more time left over and we're almost going to get back onto all the rides again. There's a few more rides I want to redo, but I feel like after we do this and Ninjago, we've done all the rides.
Yeah, and then here's like the monorail in there, like it's sort of quite a weird system, like seating system as well. So we sort of thought, there's some more, and like the train as well, you've sort of seen it in a way, like.
Yeah.
And also we did it in April, so it's sort of.
So yeah, some of them just can't be bothered basically.
Yeah, I mean, like, some of them are like a one and done. I mean, there's like one other ride, two other rides which I want to do. Also, I think it's like the Lego Safari I'd like to do, and also as well, you've got the mini boats, so the boats that go like.
Oh, that's good. That's good one. Yeah.
So quite
So you can try those two ones as well, but apart from those two and this one here.
Apart from those, I think because like the rest of them are just like teacups and I don't know, pirate ship as well. So.
I'd like to do Viking Masters again though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to read to, we've done pretty much most things I want to do. So really, forget to check. Exactly, that's one of it. So yeah, if you're going to be visiting the park, I recommend prime time 1.5 days.
Yeah, definitely.
1.5 days if you have the morning. 2 days if you have the morning. So if you're not going in the morning, take 2 days. If you go in the morning, 1.5 days because you can do probably half a day in the morning. Well, we've done more in the morning, we've done enough.
If you come for a day trip and you don't get the morning, you're wasting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's vital. It's absolutely vital. I mean, since the morning, I can't ever that game. I've done like 3 or 4 rides. But the morning we like 6 of it an hour. So that's how you do it. But again, we've loved the time. It's been more relaxing, more chilled out. We've got to experience the shop, the mini and like that. And that's what we've really enjoyed about having this sort of time. But in the morning to it, and at the end of the day, obviously near the end, we're then going to max out rides once again. So this is probably our last ride until we start maxing out again. But right now, we are in the queue for Lloyd's Maze game, which actually, I don't think at any other Legoland park they've got something like this.
No, maybe Japan might, which we said last time, but apart from that, I don't think. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I really wish Windsor had this, but because I mean, we don't really know the now. I don't really know what this is. I
know what it is.
I'm terrible in these mazes.
This is the last visit. You said you wanted to go along, and we went down and they had like a really long queue for probably what it is. But
I mean, we don't even know the now. I mean, you never know. This could off. I mean.
This could be like x-plorer.
Yeah, and I mean this could fit, but I mean like, this could have fit in Legoland Windsor. I think so far, by looking at the queue line, it could have easily fit into Legoland Windsor. So we want to see if it could have done that because we know like this would have been done well to be honest.
Yeah, it would have been perfect. That's like a picture. That's a picture we have in our room. We're going to watch the hotel vlog. But here we go. It literally is here. Here we go. Mind your head, and we're going to do a laser game. That looks cool. Let's go and give it a go. Oh, you don't really, can you even see the lasers in there? What is this? This is weird. I should work it out.
Oh, you've been caught by 2.
Oh. You can find it's so shit. Unlike the observation tower, if you do not get a chance to visit that ride, then do not fear, as even though it looks pretty cool, and I think if we had an easier setting it would have been cool, the lights, they weren't protecting, because the other one had lots of protectors, and it was next to impossible.
I mean, that was terrible. Like, honestly, that's one of the worst attractions. I've probably been into a theme park, honestly. I
think you did the other one would be fun, it'd be easier.
Yeah, I think the other one you think, okay, that's fine.
The sort of thing that you had to think on the cruise ship and just walk on. That's not I'd do it.
Seriously, we do not recommend that whatsoever. Like, yeah.
Oh, stop for yourself.
Call that a ride.
It's not even that what theme.
If it was walk on and you had no one else behind you, because if I felt a bit rushed because people were waiting behind you and stuff, and then you can choose to go back and forth, then it'd be a good ride. But it felt for a part like this.
Exactly. And like the queue line is more thin than the ride itself. It's just, it's honestly, it's fine, but I'm actually happy we don't even have that at Windsor because, I mean, the queue line for that at Windsor is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say the only thing that's fun, if you're on a quiet day and you want to go through, on a busy day like today, you might have to queue like half an hour to do that.
Yeah, this is the thing, you know, this like last time we were debating queuing about 45 minutes for it. I mean, honestly, like, if we queued up for that, like,
I know.
So
but talking about good queue line, apparently you said to me last time, this has got a very good queue line, was it?
Yeah, this is one of the best queue lines on any attraction.
We haven't done it yet. Realise it was the same as one of the Legoland Windsor. So we can just go in the queue line because this is one we missed out last visit as are doing it. but it does look pretty cool from entering inside here. Very different actually, in fact. No, not very different, it's very similar actually. But you can be just head into this queue line, a few kettle pens, and see what it has to offer, because Jayden and Hugo are not a big fan of this ride normally. Okay, Jayden's not a big fan of this ride. And not one in the UK, maybe one in Denmark is better, I don't know. I don't know how it can be, like it's all screen based and stuff. But it has got a pretty cool queue line, I've got to admit. I much prefer this one in the one in Windsor, and then you got this one out here, which I think is that Mercury just queued in? No, Mercury just queued in the other side. Ah, it's getting a bit disorientated there. I was like, well, yeah, but it does look a nicer queue line than the one in Windsor. So we'll have a look around here, choose some clips, then head on to a ride. But just before that, Jayden, do your best ninja impression. Wow. Doing really well.
No, I blame Jayden for this. No, I don't want a teammate like that.
I think I've become an honorary ninja with a score of 250,000, making me, as they call, a master of spin jitsu. And I decided to start the camera here because I wanted to point out how cool that washing, like, car wash is. When he goes through, I hope he goes through there right now. No, is he? No, he's not. Basically, it spins round as you go through, which is really awesome. And the whole of his driving school, even at good gas prices as well, funny enough. We're going to walk through here and talk about Ninjago. And Ninjago, identical to Windsor. I mean, I was on it, I was thinking, I could be at Windsor right now. When I got off, I felt really weird because basically the exit is the other end of the one at Windsor, so I started walking the wrong way. That's how similar it was. And as we walked through, we did with history at Legoland Billund actually, and it opened up. Yeah, there you go, a little history, and you can see that was the first land, I think, over there, and then it built up. That was a lot bigger than it is now, and then goes forward and wide. So that's quite cool. A little bit of history at Legoland Billund, but yeah, Ninjago, it's identical to one at Windsor. Isn't it? Yeah.
I really enjoy it. I really don't enjoy it. Like, I don't really see the problem in it, but of course.
Were you a master of Ninjago, Adam?
No,
I don't think you were a master of Ninjago. I was a master of Ninjago, but you were a master of Ninjago.
I mean, to be fair, it's a good ride, and if you don't play, it's actually still pretty good.
Yeah, that's a really good ride. You know it's a good ride when you can play the game, or you can just watch it and have a great time. That's when you know it's going to be a good ride. But did you do well on it?
No, I didn't play. I'm not good at them. I bit that first time. I just thought, well, but it's the exact same clone. It's like the exact same version.
Better to not do than try.
Yeah.
That's the spirit, you go. That is the spirit. And Jayden, did you get master visit? So.
Well, 5,000, but I gave up.
Oh, well done. 250,000, Jayden. Boom. Not a nerd. A master of spin jitsu. Bang one.
Maybe I'm just a master. Maybe I don't know much because it's massive.
You go to the airport and watch the planes take off.
Land,
actually.
No, no thanks. No, but that's only because I watched my uncle actually as a pilot.
There you go. There's a reason. Doesn't mean you're not nerdy, bro. Anyway, I never had nerdy James up planes. We're going to be continuing our day by heading on to Lego Safari.
You need to see some people who like planes.
Yeah,
sit there for like 5 hours a day filming.
Well, there you go. Next up, we're going to be heading on to Lego Safari, which is very similar to one of our childhood rides. Probably the only reason we're going on it right now is because it's almost identical to Dino Safari over at Legoland Windsor, which is what we used to go into. And now we can go and head on this one, Star Wars Safari, and head around many Lego African animals. All aboard Tom Safari as we take off through the wonderful African desert. Is it African desert? It's not really a desert, is it? It's more a wildlife sanctuary. As we follow many flamingos, savannah, African savannah if you want to. All these flamingos heading round the corner, quickly turn the wheel.
Here's my driving again.
Whoa, here's our driving,
so
yeah.
Good,
turn the wheel, quickly. It's funny how there's two steering wheels for a car.
Yeah.
I have one car.
And it's funny because when you twist it this way, it doesn't go in.
I know, crazy stuff. But it's good fun though. Heading round, past the rhinos. Whoa. I don't want to get too excited, but I think we are coming across an elephant.
Oh wow.
But then you might be able to come across an elephant. Wait, here you go, here you go. Look at this. We found a wild elephant.
Wow.
A wild elephant. There you go.
mean, oh, that's the highlight.
That is a crazy sight, isn't it? And some monkeys. And then we go round. Oh, keep spinning, and we're gonna go. What?
See, like, it's going so fast.
Yeah, it's going so fast. Round, past the zebras, and then we're gonna finish our journey today with a lovely view across the lines, just round the corner. And then we return back to base camp after a very exciting visit through the savannah. See you guys for the next ride. And that ride is going to be the train. Choo choo. What a wonderful journey we've just taken on the Legoland Express, and despite being quite short, in fact it literally went round Miniland once, it was a really good fun ride for the family. And I think it's one of those rides again, like lots of them here, where if you have 5 minutes in your day, jump on it's nice, but I wouldn't dedicate a certain amount of time for that ride.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't rush to it, but yeah, it's a classic at the park, but also as well, because when you see all the Lego sets, that's sort of the train you see in a way, like that's the one, I reckon they take their inspiration off, of course, and I mean, there is even like a Legoland park set with that. So, you know, it's the original train basically, and it's pretty cool. So.
Yeah, and I think now we've pretty much, like you guys, but I think we've done everything we want to do here, as far as the rides that we, 4 rides of course, so like we've done every single ride we want to do across the last 2 days.
So now we're just going to do some
So now we'll be on our favourite attractions, the ones that we really enjoy. We've got around like 3 hours or so left right now, 2 of the park does close. So we're going to be jumping on some of our best rides, as I was like, right, we're going to do right now.
Of course,
the Dragon, Pirate and stuff.
And Lloyd's Laser Maze as well. So
Oh yes, that.
we love that.
That bang of an attraction over there. Yeah, Lloyd's Laser game, amazing, right?
Oh yeah, that was good fun. That was worth all the time.
It was worth a kick. It wasn't that bad. You can't tell it was that bad.
If we went in the oven.
No,
It's unique.
but it's not as good as this ride though. And that's just the thing as well, while we're over there, is I started the vlog and I just did a picnic area here. But I do want to mention how many picnic areas are over here, because you know Merlin parks, they commonly, when they do start picnics, they commonly put all the little areas at the top of the hill or somewhere, well, Legoland at Windsor, until somewhere really awkward or hidden, or there's not a lot of seats to sit on. Here at Billund, they've got designated picnic areas, and they've got tables everywhere, so nice, so relaxing.
And especially in
and with your dogs, I know, I've mentioned that 100 times, I love the dog things there. And yeah, it is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible. You see, like, we're down in Windsor, it's like everything's too crowded, it's just everywhere you go there's another ride.
And this is a smaller part. This is a smaller part of the Legoland Windsor, definitely.
It's got more to offer here.
But in my eyes, it's got better rides.
They compact it very well.
Yeah, well, things they haven't crammed it. It doesn't feel crammed in. But what we've got, instead of Legoland Windsor, it's got loads of everything. Here they've got good quality rides. And everything is top of the quality. If it's a ride that's getting old, we're replacing it with a new one. Where Legoland Windsor just add it to a picnic area like that. I think that's the difference between the 2 parks. And there's the little touches, like even on the high board, you got the Oliver Dragon. They got the little dog bowls. I don't know if I'll get down to, but down there's a little dog bowl with like a dog face made out of Lego on it. I'll point out later on. And they've also got like the height chart is like there's all sort of things. There's little touches in this park is what makes it wobbly. Apart from Disney, the best theme in Europe.
Why not? I mean, for me, kind of is, but you know, there's some places like Fantasia and Europa Park or Ventura.
But it's definitely up there, right?
But yeah, no, I mean, for me, again, I'm more of a theming person and like an overall like atmosphere person instead of just like right, and the quality of Coastin.
And this definitely offers for theming, and as you can see by the lift that's taken them up right now before plummeting them back down again, it also definitely offers for thrills. We are getting there, guys. We almost got HUGO that time. We was literally just about to get the soaking bit, and then it turned, get my dad and Adam wet.
But my legs wet.
We've decided at the end of the day we're lapping it until you're getting it. You two had to get it. We're gonna.
I mean, it's a bit awkward. Your mum nearly didn't get in.
Yeah, and that. We've had a hard to go on because it's constantly moving, and we almost missed
Jayden
it.
just sat right next to Tom and Adam.
Because of a lot of bags, he's had a free. But what we're going to do at the end of the day is we're going to keep going around, guys, until you two get it. So we're going to go to the hotels after this ride, have a little tour, because we've quite a lot of time, and not more rides we want to do. So we have a little hotel hop, little treat for you guys if you want to watch that. And then after that, we are then going to go and head back onto Vinebus and lap that until you two get it, because that's going to happen. We're going to do it until you get it.
It really won't.
It will happen. We're going to keep riding until you get it, okay?
I don't think it will.
It will happen. Mark my words. By the end of the day, you are going to get wet on Viking River Slash. You're going to get that drop that everyone loves. It's just amazing. It is just amazing. However, just before we do head into the hotel and have a little tour and show you guys around it, we'll have a quick look, in fact, at the Dragon, because Adam really wants to lap this one later, and as much as we want to lap this one, we'd much rather lap Viking Splash. So we're going to do a few rides on here. Well, not now, we'll do one on here now, a few rides later on it.
And then later all we're going to do is that Viking River Splash, Dragon, and also
Polo Explorer, yeah. So that's the end of the day I did. Obviously plans change, like we're going to hotel hopping in a sec, and that all can be subject to change, of course, at the same time. But right now, I don't want to keep dragging on and on and on and on about it. See what I did there? But we are heading on to the Dragon. That ride was totally awesome. While Jayden gets over my hilarious time back there on the Dragon roller coaster, because that ride still impresses me. I just had a bit of a bit hiccupy at the moment. That still impresses me. Going on there, the indoor section is the best, I think, the best. And then going outside is also very good fun. Bit too short. I'd like to give us like the average sort of runaway mine train sort of length. That'd make it perfect as a ride. But overall, it was still a really fun attraction, and one which definitely aren't better ranked. If it was like Legoland Windsor, it'd be one of the best rides. No, I've always said that. They're so cool. It'd be one of the best rides at the park. But with been so many great attractions like Polo Explorer, Viking River Splash, and rides like that, it kind of ranks down a little bit. But by no means should you not do that at all, because that is honestly so much fun. However, it is now time for a little hotel hopping. And for anyone who's never seen hotel hopping before on theme park Coastin, basically what we do, we're not staying in these hotels, but all the hotels at random theme parks around the world, you can go into, have a little visit, and have a little look around. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to head into here. I think we're going to head through here and see what this hotel, see what this hotel has to offer. So walking through here already, we have had a little look in here beforehand. But when you walk in here already, you can see that it's going to be a pretty cool hotel. Very different from, in fact, the one over in Windsor.
Oh, it's a glass lift.
Pretty wet in there. Oh yeah, a little wet down there. So yeah, very different from Legoland Windsor. And then while you got, I'm going to chip on over because it's going to be really fun. And we'll see you at the top. Here they come. Hello. Come on, go on. Up the lift and continuing, as actually once you get up the lift, the reception is not actually the park side. What you've got to do here is then cross over the bridge, which in fact is over the road, to then get down towards the reception and lobby area. So literally, it's just a few rooms outside with a great view across the park. Exactly. I'd love to set up view one day.
I know. I think there's one thing though, this hotel can be quite confusing though, because literally the layout of the lobby and everything like that is pretty confusing. But there were some models down here which I believe were actually from Legoland Windsor.
Yes.
So these literally.
So anyone who
thinks I'm not definitely sure.
I'm pretty sure they have to be. They look exactly like the ones that were here. There you go. They're the ones that played the trumpet. I know.
Outside of the fish and chip shop near Squid Surfers. So.
Oh, the classic. Arctic. I remember standing in front of these watching her. And that's Angshire restaurant. And I've got to say as well, I'm not going to tell you, if you look at the toilet doors, they're the coolest doors ever. I'm not going to do it to the disabled one especially. If you go there, I'm going to quickly zoom in. There you go. How cool is that? Just to a door. That is really cool. But the whole of this lobby is very different. That's what I said about Legoland parks. They're never the same, are they?
No, this is very different. It's very cool.
It's very cool, yeah. And like little areas, and that's, you can actually buy that, I think. That's one of the architects that I was tempted to buy when I was going there. Of the Lego house as well, which is actually a replica, of course, of the Lego house. It's got a little map as well, where everything is. Lego Hotel, which are here now, Legoland Billund, as well as the town of Billund, which is quite cool. Head through here, some giant chairs, and oh, that is a cool table though. There's so many cool little features over here. I love this park, and even down here, it's got a little flying eagle underneath the reception desk here. I'll try filming in a sec for you guys. But it's like a model of the flying eagle coaster, which is really awesome. If I zoom in down there, let me get down to it, down there. How cool is that, the Flying Eagle train? It is very cool, Jayden. As well as having the Dragon, there's a restaurant down there I visit as well as a sec. And having a pretty cool lobby area. Like I said, it's very different, but it still is really awesome. And I would love to stay at all these hotels one day.
You're getting in my way.
Sorry, Jayden. I'll stay one day. Look at this little tree house up here, play areas. I mean, it's these touches which makes the Legoland hotels worth their money. I know we're a little bit old right now. I've been able to climb up into this little tree house up there, explore, look around. Who can just fit his head in?
I can just about. Look how big the roof is.
Wow, amazing. But it's just so cool. I absolutely love it. Very hot. It is very, very hot up here. We're headed down. We'll show you around this hotel, and then we're going to head to our next one, which is the castle.
Obviously, it's not going to be to scale.
Well, I was going to show you at the hotel, but first we popped to the Coastin. There's literally right around the corner from the shop is an accurate model of the haunted house over here at Legoland, and you can see every little detail from the moment you enter, go up these stairs, to all the little scenes, the mirror maze, the stairs going down at the back. I mean, every single bit, even the queue line bit there, and of course the main attraction itself, the drop tower down there.
And what's so cool as well is that this drop tower on this side, right facing us now. I mean, what's pretty cool is, I mean, of course the back one is actually dropping, but the one in the front is actually not working. And in real life, it doesn't work as well, so it's perfect.
Amazing, but look at this.
So accurate.
I would pay thousands for this.
Oh, it's so cool. Of
Oh,
course,
it would be amazing. Goes on the house, that model. Can I do it for every single? If I was every single one in the whole park of Lego.
Eagle would be awesome.
Oh, it's so cool.
Oh. I mean, like, there's even on the details on the back.
That's one of the coolest Lego sets I've ever seen. Yeah, even
on the side.
And the side, yeah, everything is accurate. That is so awesome.
There's still a cool model over there. But
yeah, that's awesome, but not as cool as this. This is a theme park fan model. Welcome, Knights, to the Castle Hotel. And unlike what it wins up, I want to point out from the start, and you guys have probably noticed it, there's not one, but there's two hotels, with this side being, I think, I don't say Queen, but it's not Queen, is it? This side being Wizards and Princesses, and this side being Knights. I've actually already been in the Knights, I haven't been in the Wizards and Princesses side yet, but we're going Knights again to give you guys a little show around here. As you can have a look inside of this hotel, and I'll show you what's inside the lobby because, oh, stop it. Oh, they're too kind. I go to here. It's Casa Bay Survival. It's a lot nicer in my eyes than on Windsor. It goes a lot bigger, it goes back a lot way further. Some really awesome models here. I have an all-round sort of social area. Of course, it would be a little shop. Corridors seem very similar, and when you make your way through down here, you can also see. Hello. You can see we've got a restaurant and some other little bits around there. But that's basically all we can see, and I think the other side is very similar to the toilets down here, so I'm not going to put them there. But that is basically what we can see from the Castle Hotel over at Legoland Billund, and I think the other side probably the same, maybe different colour scheme.
We may just go in a minute if there's anything different, we'll show you, but
yeah.
To be honest, I like the hotel, but I do think that the Wizards one's better.
I think it's possibly too big.
It's no different, really, apart from that it's got two sort of like blocks in a way.
Yeah, and it's here, but it's
I don't know, I just feel like the Windsor one just feels a bit
has that charm, and also it's on the park winds as well, which
exactly.
is nice.
I mean, this just, I don't know, it just, for me, it just doesn't work. And like the one in Deutschland we haven't seen yet, but apparently, yeah, I think it was. I'm not sure, probably was. But like, I mean, the one in Deutschland, I believe it has like 3 like blocks, which was quite nice. It has a courtyard area and stuff like that. Also, as well, what I like about this hotel, quite nice, is that over there they actually played Next on us on the TV.
That is cool.
Which was a classic. So
you're one of your favourite programs, that was?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, I don't think it was.
It stopped about 2016.
I remember the seats here, just making the most of them.
I can't reach the floor.
Oh, not those seats earlier, but they're still very nice seats. But yeah, that's basically it from inside of the nice section of the hotel. If we do get to go to the Princesses and what's the other one? Wizards part of it, we'll show you inside of there. But if not, it'll probably be around the same anyway. When we do make it out to the park to do our final hour or two left of rides. It's getting a bit sad now, we're always going home. And we are back in the park. And for the direction, while my parents can get me a t-shirt, we saw in the t-shirt shop down there, which I thought might be nice for my next holiday, which we will announce very soon on the channel. We are now heading on to the Dragon before. Oh yeah, we're going to America, guys. We're going to America. It'll be absolutely awesome.
I mean, we're doing some pretty big parks out there. So.
But I mean, we'd like to take some of those. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, if you do enjoy. But here we are now in the last 2 hours, the best 2 hours you can see all of this. Compared to the queue run before we got in the hotel, this is walk on. This is what we mean. Last 2 hours, first 2 hours. However, what we are going to do after this is just get a lap Viking splash until we get Hugo and Jayden soaked in it.
And we've got to bear in mind as well, I think it is like it's Sunday evening right now, so or Sunday afternoon. So I think, I mean, even though it is the Danish holiday apparently right now, I feel like because a lot of English and sort of other like countries come, like people from other countries come here, I feel like it is really quiet on Sunday evening. Obviously, everyone's going back to school, so I mean, not many people come to a different country for 2 days. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know what I mean. Yeah,
so.
Yeah, exactly. So it is pretty awesome. And obviously us, funny enough, we got the furthest to it. So we're going to travel across the world to get back to school again.
Yeah, literally.
It'd be funny if school started like we used to the morning to fly back in the day to school, but obviously we're not. We've got a night, then we're going to school tomorrow, which is a bit depressing, but crazy to think that our weekend we just had. And I mean, we literally have been here for 2 days. We broke on Friday, on Saturday morning. We've had 2 days, we're still calling it a weekend.
I know, it's good.
We're in here. It's good how you can waste a weekend in life. Like,
I mean,
as the kids said about, like, we literally travelled across the world, went here, and said, what can we do over here? Like, spend a weekend at home doing nothing. Or you can get out and adventure like we are now. It's such an amazing theme park like this back in. It's good. Even some like Sweden.
I mean, it's what we've been looking at.
It's one of many.
Exactly. I mean, we've been looking at loads of other trips to places. And stuff like Dublin with Tato Park, that's pretty easy to get to. I mean, another one's pretty easy is Leasy Park. Legoland's easy. So tons of parks up.
So now we know we can do this, and it's actually easier for us to do this than go up to Alton Towers, which is really thinking about.
And I mean, it's good. It's the cheapest thing going to Blackpool from where we live, of course. Like, if you live in Blackpool,
We live near Heathrow, so it's easy for us to get to the airport too.
so it's easiest. Like, we really should take a taxi to the airport.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a 20-minute taxi ride, half an hour ride from there. So that's amazing. So definitely going to do more videos in the future on the channel. But here we now go onto the Dragon roller coaster, and then we'll catch up with you before we lap and get you guys wet.
Yes.
And the dragon has been done, as well as the end of the show. As you can see right now, I'm jumping off there. You go, splash. Oh, I wish we could have watched that show. It looked pretty good if you ask me. Yeah. But we are going to have...